It was Robert Kiyosaki who authored the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, who said it was this first million that was the hardest to make. Now, I've had so many requests over the years of people wanting to pick my brain. How did you make it in music? How did you make millions in music? How did you become successful? And want to pick my brain. And I only let my Fanbase University members or some of my closest friends or, my mastermind or whatnot pick my brain because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of hours investing in this brain. So I don't just allow people to pick it for free, okay? But I want you to imagine right now, because I'm reading this book called The 1 Minute Millionaire, and there's this part in here where it says take a millionaire out for lunch. And I've taken millionaires out for lunch and asked if I could ask them some questions and get them some advice or whatnot. And, I've done the same thing to help other men, women, people that have wanted to, coach with me. And so they've listed a bunch of questions here that you should ask a millionaire. And I'm going to see if I can answer some of these for you as well, too, to inspire you to greatness. Because, I remember when it was our goal to make $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, and then it was $100,000 a month or bigger. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to challenge you to think bigger, and I want to answer these questions. So here's the first one. How did you make your first million? Well, and this is the thing I always want you to understand, that majority of people that are making $50,000 a year, okay, you multiply that over how many years? 20 years, then you're going to make $1 million, right? It's the idea of collapsing time frames and making it in a shorter period of time. Some people call it the millionaire math, okay? And I did this with a kid just the other day. So you take $1 million, okay, so I'm just typing $1 million. You divide it by 12, okay, 12 months. That's $83,333 a month you'd need to make. Then you divide that by 30 days, okay? All right, and so that means that's $2,777 a day. I always like to say $3,000 a day. And that might sound like crazy to you, you know what I mean? But that's where the internet, that's where leverage comes in. We're not going to get into all that right now, but that's how you can make that. You can make it in a year, multiple years. It all depends on your vehicle. For me, it was from my salary job to music to entrepreneurship and online music and marketing, okay? So next question is, how long did it take you? I'd say it probably took me between 5 to 7 years to do that. How long would it take you today? Well, depending on what I want to do, grow. If I want to just do marketing, online marketing, I could quickly set up a funnel, set up ads, whatnot, or coaching, and I could do it within a year. Okay, by having a $2,000 or $1,000 product, okay, info product, and I could sell 3 of those a day. When it comes to music, it could be touring and doing a certain amount of shows, okay? I've got to sell this amount of merch to make my $3,000 a day, okay? So let's just say it's $3,000 a day. So what would that be in a week? Okay, 3,000 times 7, so it'd be $21,000. All right, and we said 83,000, right? So let's just say you were able to start making 10,000 per show. So it's 10 shows a month. That's 100,000 a month, right? Not including merch, not including all the royalties and everything else, right? So it all depends on how you break this down. What is the system that you use to make it? Well, for me, it was music and it was online marketing. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. And that was the leverage that I used to get out there. Radio was one of the things we used. So let's just use music for the example. You have music and you want to, if I just walk up to people one-on-one, right? That's the slow way, trying to sell CDs one-on-one. But when the radio came, all of a sudden I'm able to go one to many, one to millions, right? When Facebook and Instagram ads, I'm taking that same music, that same song, that product that I created, and instead of walking up to people or going and performing, I run Facebook and Instagram ads, and all of a sudden, I'm going from one to millions. I'm going now global and going from local to global. And so these were some of the leverage tools that I used so that my music could be speaking and promoting for me 24/7. One of the keys is severing your earning ability from time and making money from things even when I'm not there. Like right now, I'm shooting this video, but I'm also making money, right? So that's a powerful thing. Is this system transferable? Is the next question you would want to ask a millionaire. Yeah. Anyone can run Facebook ads, Instagram ads. Anyone can create an info product. Anyone can write a song. Anyone can put together a music video, a lyric video, or a promotional video that you can leverage to get out there to the mass markets. All right? Whether you hate Facebook, Instagram, social media, or whatnot, it doesn't matter. These advertising platforms have allowed us to leverage and reach so many people. Okay? How long would it take you today to mentor somebody to do your same level of success? Now, to get the success that I've had, it all depends on your work ethic. It all depends on your why. It all depends on how good your product is, right? Because, yeah, you have to have a good product, but then you have to be willing to market it. It was my hero, Peter J. Daniels. I'll never forget him saying this, and I never understood it completely, but he was just like, making something is easy. It's marketing it that's the problem. Like, you can almost get anything made, like shirts, clothes, ideas are a dime a dozen. It's getting it actually created and then marketing it to the masses and having a sales process for it. But I believe anybody can turn their life around in a few months. Get something, like I've helped a lot of people create music, get it out there. I've helped a lot of people create info products, get them out there, and all of a sudden they're cranking, making money. One buddy I helped out, he made an online course years ago, and he's just making money from it every single month. But you've got to be able to market it. And that's the trick. What would you recommend that I do to become a millionaire? Same advice that I got was to create some sort of product. Okay? The reason, because that way once you've created it once, you can sell it over and over again. Okay? So for instance, this book, From Red to Black, okay? It's created, right? Now, I don't have to do anything else but just sell it and find, if I sell this for, $20, right? I'd only have to sell 50,000 copies of these and I'm a millionaire, right? So have a product that's, $20, $10 and sell a bunch of them. If it's $10, I got to sell 100,000 of them. This is worth $20, so I got to sell only 50,000 of them, right? What's some product you have? If it's a service, that's fine. It could be a cleaning service or whatnot, but then you got to make sure you create a system around that you hire people out to go clean a bunch of houses. So I know there's people that come and clean the different houses here, this lady couple. So if I wanted to, make $1 million with a service-based business, I would want to make sure I detach myself from that. So I would hire people to go and clean the houses, and maybe I have teams of people cleaning houses or detailing cars or whatever that service is. Could be cleaning gutters, raking leaves, cutting grass, shoveling snow. Or you see what I'm saying? But create some systems where there's multiple people, where maybe I'm paying somebody, $10 an hour or $15 an hour to go do the service, but we charge the people buying the service double that. So I charge the people $30, I pay my people $15, and I'm double my money. And then I've got a service-based business, and I have a system. And now, my job is to get them so busy, to have so many different clients that they're just cleaning and crushing that, right? Constantly. But I've got to detach myself. The reason why I love products, right, is I created this book once, and now it's just selling for me constantly. But what's so cool I love about books or info products or even CDs or music, let's just stick with books, this is also an audiobook. Okay, so people can listen to this and I'm getting paid from it. It's an ebook, so people can download this and I get paid for it. People can buy the physical and it can be in stores, it can be sold online, right? It could be at my events and it's constantly selling for me. Okay, I take the same book about getting out of debt and building wealth, and we've created a course, a VIP course called From Red to Black, which dives even deeper, and it's me on video teaching this, and I'm getting paid for that, right? And that's why I love a product and like an idea and a brand, and it gets expanded, okay? We even have shirts about From Red to Black. I have my same book, Fighter, right? Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear. It's become merch. It's become a movement, and that's what I love about products. I hope that gave you some ideas. What is the most important lesson you've ever learned about becoming a millionaire? What's the most important lesson I've learned? To charge higher prices. Charge higher prices and leverage. Okay? Get the information, take action, leverage it and get it out there. Creating this is easy. okay, compared to getting it out there and marketing it. That's the hard. Having systems in place that are automated, going 24/7. And I'm going to kind of steal this from Les Brown, is the idea that like believing that I could, getting the mindset that I could, breaking the poverty mentality off me, that I could make $3,000 a day, that I could make $100,000 a month, that I could do a million in a year, right? Is breaking that mindset that I actually could do this. How do you integrate spiritual values into your life when it comes to becoming a millionaire? Well, the idea that, you've got to first get before you can give. I really believe that God gets it to you so you can get it through you. I get so that I can have a greater cause to give and make impact and change other people's lives, right? It's not just so I can have more. What I've learned from other millionaires, first you get free, and you get your time back, you get your money back, you get into that spot where you're, at least comfortable now, not stressing, not whatever, but then it's like it all becomes about impact. It becomes about legacy. How can I impact and now help others? How can I make money through impacting people, right? That's kind of why I'm shooting these videos now. It's because to me, honestly, I always wrote music. I never got into music even to make money. I got it because I wanted to tell my friends about Jesus and what God had done in my life. And by helping other people, like Zig Ziglar says, if you just help people get enough of what they want and help other people, the money will come. I think it was Kenneth Copeland who said, you focus on getting the word out there, you get the message out there, the money will come. So when you focus on helping other people and making change and making a difference, solving a problem, the money will come. And when I really got the revelation of that, of helping people, making a difference, then people will help you, they'll pay you, right? What is the legacy you want to leave? Well, one of the things we say at Fighter is a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So I want to encourage people to fight for their dreams, start their ideas, get free. We need more entrepreneurs out there. We need more people starting businesses so they can free up their families, get out of debt, build wealth, have peace. I'm all about the family, right? I'm all about God. I'm all about Jesus. What's your most important habit? This is a good one. As a millionaire, right? As someone who's successful, what's the most important habit? I would say routine, okay? And your routine and habits go together. It's waking up early, it's reading, it's meditating, it's taking action. That would probably be the biggest habits that you need is taking action. Action fuels success. And sometimes sitting in this room, now that I'm successful or whatnot, sometimes now it can be there is so many opportunities, is taking the time to think, okay, what is the one thing that I want to do, that will make the most impact? What's the one big leverage thing I can do that can make the most impact? And this kind of comes back down to that thing of, well, what's the one thing I can do that can change the most people's lives? And that whole idea of one to many. Okay, I learned that from Russell Brunson, I think it was. After the interview, become quiet and reflect on what you just experienced. Ask yourself these questions. So once you're done interviewing somebody, you want to ask yourself these questions. And again, I'm reading this from the 1 Minute Millionaire, okay? What most resonated with me about this millionaire encounter? You want to ask yourself that question. What insights or ahas did I have? What specific actions am I going to take as a result of this interview? Okay? And this is so important. I hope you're taking notes. I have a journal, right? When I'm reading books and whatnot, I'm always writing things down. And what are my actions? What are the things I'm going to act? Because, inspiration without action is a waste of time. It's such a waste to get inspired, but then you take no action. You need to take action. It's just an absolute waste. So you want to make sure you take one as soon as you get inspired, you want to move forward, and don't worry about making a mistake. Worry about not moving forward and making a difference. What trait or quality about this person can I emulate? Okay? What's something that you learned from that person that you can emulate and apply to your life today? And don't think that you can't be great. Don't think that you can't achieve massive success, because you can. You can. You underestimate what you can get done in a year. Okay? A lot of people overestimate and they really stress themselves out trying to get stuff done in a day, in a week, in a month. But then they underestimate where they can get in a year and how far they can get. And they got to celebrate your wins along the way. All right. Hey, I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. I'll make sure I put a link to this book below, 1 Minute Millionaire, and definitely a copy of my book From Red to Black, or our book Fighter. They're all on Amazon, all that stuff as well too, or Audible if you like to listen to stuff. But keep investing in your mind. But the biggest thing I can tell you is take action. Take action. Even if you make a mistake, at least you're moving forward and you can learn from that and pivot.